Timberlake. Hey, this is Avril Lavigne. This is Gwen from No Doubt.
Hi, this is Usher, and you're listening to
GSNJ Radio.
We back, man. I'm your host, Pastor P.
It's your boy Mike J.
And it's Lily.
Lily. Yo, look, so it's a lot going on, man, but we finally gonna put Mike back on the hot seat today and see if he can get this right in this introduction this evening.
Oh, Mike gets in the hot
Punches
seat. Wait a minute.
Because Mike is always messing up the introduction, so we're just gonna put that out there. Get it right this time, Mike.
Get it right, get it right, get it right.
Who are we introducing? Let's make this fun.
Yeah.
Who are we introducing, Mike?
All right, we have Miss Unique Jenkins in the building.
Hi, guys.
What's up, celebrity?
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Good
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
I was going to wear my tiara, and I was like, no, because I knew it was not going to be anywhere near as pretty as yours. So I was like,
thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not just not
This
gonna do
is
that.
just the
That
low
was false
one.
advertising then, because Dane put on Facebook she was gonna wear it.
Yeah, and then I put it on. And
So
I was
what
like,
about the people that was waiting to see you wear it, Dane?
Right, I know, right?
I'll take a
Apologize
picture.
to the
I'm
fans.
going to take a picture and Photoshop it in.
So I wouldn't feel so alone.
What's up, man?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers as well. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm not a mom. I'm a dog mom.
I used to be a dog mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. You're still.
You're
Look,
a
I
mother.
know.
And some
Happy
kids
Mother's
out
Day.
here that, probably attach themselves to you or want some advice or anything. And we'll get to that later. 'Cause
Sure.
You do things with kids.
Yes, I
So
do.
We'll get to that later.
Yes.
So you are a mother. You don't have to give birth to be a mother in a sense.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
nice. I never thought about it like that.
No, just as kids that be like, hey, you make their day sometimes.
I do all the
then.
time.
Yeah, and being a former dog mom, I know you are.
Hey,
Yes, a lot.
loving a dog is hard.
It is. It's a lot of responsibility.
Children, because I'm ready to strangle some dogs.
I find myself yelling at my dog a lot.
Yeah, I had to get rid of my
throughout the
puppy.
house.
It's your kid.
Yeah, he's
What
a
kind
boy.
of-
His
what
name
kind
is
of dog
Ben.
is
It's a Yorkie.
I had a Yorkie Jack Russell. Lord. My little Bentley. I had to get rid of him. I'm sorry. It was either him or me. I'm sorry. Bentley, if you listening, I love you, but you had to go.
Where are you in the
Oh
woods?
my God.
The way she said it. Where are you in the woods? Look, she drove up the back street and opened the door and said,
Get
go,
out.
get on, get.
No, okay, so I gave him to a rescue.
Look,
home.
look,
I
was like, no, please, don't tell me.
promise. I gave him to a rescue home, and I made sure it wasn't any of the ones
Oh
that
no.
internally.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Oh yeah, no, they found him a nice home and everything.
So
So
one of them dog
You don't get.
dog
No.
Her whole face was like this. Her face was like,
but he had to.
My last dog I had 2 years ago, I had to put down, and I ran out of the veterinary hospital crying. You would thought it was a human.
Yeah, we definitely have humanized dogs.
yeah, you got love for him. Look,
Yes.
my uncle had a dog for about 20-something years. For real.
Ooh,
This
yeah.
dog was old. He was a part of the family, like
Yeah.
a brother. When we laid him down, everybody cried.
Yeah.
It was like one of them moments, like,
Was,
like, I had to suck it up.
was his name like?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
His name
become a
was
part of the
Hercules.
family.
Oh yeah.
Hurt wasn't no joke. He
Yeah.
would protect the whole house.
Yeah,
but when
they-
he died, everybody be like,
Yeah, it's a serious thing. It becomes a part of the family, protects the home. It's pretty serious.
it's a pretty serious situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I understand. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we got some questions for you today.
Yeah, I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna-
Right.
But it was a
I
good
had
thing
to
we had to
take it
bring
out
you
to
in.
dogs.
See,
Yes.
Where'd you travel today from? Where'd you come from?
Lindenwold.
Lindenwold?
Yes.
All right. So Lindenwold's in the building.
Yes.
It's like we've been having a lot of Lindenwold situations in here. If y'all
Really?
noticed. Yeah.
Do tell.
Lindenwold. You know Samuel Fields? Do you know him or not? He's on the what is he? The president of Democrat Club?
Democrat Club.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
you-
have not broken into my field yet.
Yeah, see? I know some things about you.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
I've been struggling with breaking into my field, but I'm soon to get
We're
there.
going to introduce you to some folks over there that's running in that race and different
Yes.
things over there, too, since you from Lindenwold.
But I
Yes.
got a quick question here for you. Since this is Mental Health Month,
Yes.
is autism considered a mental health condition? Or
No.
What is that? What,
Some people are actually, kids are actually born with it. They really don't know where it really comes from. So there are a lot of studies going on, study cases. We have ABA therapists that's trying to figure out certain things, what to do, how to go about it, how to treat it. Not so much as how to treat it, but just how to go about coming to some kind of understanding on how you can work with that individual, because every kid is different who is autistic. It could be from old to little. Some have more severe behavior issues. Some get very physical. Some of the parents don't know how to deal with it. A lot of parents become very stressed out. And sometimes it gets put on other people and other facilities as like it's our responsibility and not so much the parent. So a lot of us get very frustrated with that.
So,
And we want the parents to be more involved.
so with you being a teacher in that field of actually dealing with kids
Yes.
with autism,
Yes.
what are 5 tips that you would give actually dealing with children with that?
I would say mainly really a lot of patience. If you really don't have like a lot of patience
Yeah.
or love or caring or some kind of understanding, then I would say don't do it, because a lot of people get frustrated and just walk out and quit.
Yeah, because there's so many different, like you said, there's so many different types of autism. Like
And
there's some
levels.
that just don't speak.
Yeah,
there's some that,
nonverbal.
the ones that I have experienced, they're super intelligent. Remembering the first thing that you've ever said to them, and then you see them 5 months down the road, and they can tell you the very first thing that you said to them. They can remember your name, your birthday.
Yeah.
So
They're very smart.
very, very, very intelligent. So it's definitely important for people to understand that you need to have patience. It's not for everybody. This type of care is not
It's
for
definitely not.
everybody. So that's your platform, though. Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And I also have another platform
Okay.
where I'm very big on special education and tutoring and finding funding for kids who need tutoring, who need help. Just like a lot of resources. I know a lot of parents don't know like the resources that's out there in their community, or who does what, or who tutors here, or different centers that can help. I know my church, St. Matthew's in Williamstown, they tutored me. They have SAT prep. They do everything. So I thank them a lot.
Yeah. Okay,
I was
nice.
going to tutor for them for a long time. With homework, I would literally take my homework, didn't do it, and I would come to church and then do it and get
then do
help. Yeah, that was me.
Well, it takes a village.
St. Matthew's, that's a pretty
Oh
big church.
man, I've been going to St. Matthew since I was a little girl.
Was you going
I
there
grew
when it was
up.
across the street?
No, not that old. I
Okay.
was there before they had the other facility that's in the back.
Okay.
I was only there when they had the gym. So I
Okay.
grew up in that church, from the youth choir to youth nights, Friday nights.
Yeah, I know.
I've been a part of everything.
I know Gordon.
Yeah.
I know Gordon when he was across the street, Gordon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Before he blew that up. And Gordon was under fire a few times because people used to think he was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, or he didn't have a license, and he was.
Yeah.
I used to be like, why y'all keep messing with this man? All the
Yeah.
work that Gordon is doing over
Yeah,
there
he
with the
does a
gymnasium and the
lot.
swimming pool and
They
the
love
community, like
him.
that church came from a little house
Yeah.
across the street where people park at.
Yep.
To that, and that's amazing for y'all to keep putting y'all foot in his.
There was
back
a
like
lot
that.
a lot of hate that went on when he did all that. He had to address it to the congregation, what it was for and what he was doing and where the money was going to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know.
you was definitely a part of that
Yes.
situation. I can see it in your face. Like, look,
Yeah.
I'll defend him. at all
Yeah,
costs. So
definitely.
that's a good situation. But we got some questions, right?
Right. So,
Mike is under attack today. We're putting the pressure on him today.
Oh, okay.
It's pressure on Mike today.
Gotcha.
They always got questions. It's
Okay.
pressure on Mike today.
that's fine.
Okay.
So the Miss Camden County, right?
Yes.
How long were you Miss Camden County, and how did the process work with that? How does that work?
You know what? Last year, I was actually in college. I was in a pageant called Miss New Jersey Sweetheart. There was a woman who saw me on stage. I was competing. I think she had been in the back or something. There wasn't that many people there at the time. I got done competing. I gave a speech. I was asked a few questions. The pageant was over. So I get off stage. So I'm walking around with my bags, my dress, ready to go. Because after I'm competing, I'm ready to go home. So she says, hey, what's your name again? I said, my name is Unique. She was like, can I have your name and your number? I'd like to connect with you. I have some projects I'm working on. I would like you to be involved. And that was almost 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
And we have been in contact ever since. And she has made me a part of her new pageant system, which is Miss American Star.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm from Camden County, and there's other queens from Burlington County, Gloucester County, further up North Jersey, and she also has her own modeling agency.
Oh wow.
So, and I just did a photo shoot for her in February in Philly.
Oh, we're gonna
That
have to
was
post
really
some of
nice.
those pictures if we can get
Yeah.
some of those.
Yes.
I was reading about Miss America's Star, and Are there scholarships? Because it looks like it's definitely geared toward
Yes.
our urban communities
Yes.
and things like that.
It is a scholarship. Actually, the pageant will be held next year, I think, in North Carolina. We're still debating on where. But
And you'll
I
be
say
defending the
Philly.
title?
Yeah, I'll be coming back and crowning the other girls and so on. All the stuff is actually going to be on a TV show. Somewhat similar to Tyler's and Tiaras, but it's going to be based on Pageant Planet.
Okay.
They're going to be there filming everything.
Were you in pageants as a child?
Actually, a friend of mine in my neighborhood handed me a flyer for Miss Black New Jersey back in 2006.
Okay.
It was actually host at Bethany Baptist Church. And she said, here, you should do this. And I looked at her, I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't think I want to do it. This was back in 2006.
Yeah, were you in it?
Yes, I was.
My wife was in it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
It was so many of us. I have to see a picture.
She was in it. Yeah, she's a strong member of that church back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, she's there. Actually, the assistant pastor is my brother-in-law of that church.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so
I've been to that church once, maybe once or twice.
It's a nice church.
It is. It's very nice.
It's
I like
huge.
it.
Yeah, but
I like
I didn't
it.
know you was in that. Yeah, it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people in that.
I still
you
have
took a
plaques. I still have
request
plaques.
pass.
I still
Yeah,
have
yeah.
awards. I still talk to Miss Dawn Moss. I'm still
yeah.
I'm still really cool with Shanoa Green. Well, her name is Shanoa Lane now, but we're still really cool.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
yep. I'm still cool with some of the girls.
Okay. And then, so you went to school for political science.
Yes, I have my degree in political science.
So what do you want to do with that? As far as
There's so many things I want to do with that because it's so broad. So I'm always looking up. I'm like, what do I really want to do again? But I actually want to start in government. I actually want to become the mayor.
There you go.
I want to
there
start
you
very
go.
small, nothing extra.
She said the mayor, but nothing extra.
Extra.
Just the mayor.
Yeah, big that
Nothing extra.
I want to be president.
Yeah,
I
it's just the
mayor.
mayor.
Yeah, nothing too extra. I actually had an opportunity to do an internship at the White House, and I chose Kenya instead because at the time I was a bio major. I wanted to be a veterinarian doctor. I wasn't a political science major yet. So if I was then, I would have switched and went to the White House. But I went to Kenya instead. So I had a chance to do study abroad in 2010.
Depending on which presidency, I probably would have picked Kenya too.
Yeah. At the time, Obama was still in office.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
hold up.
At the time, he was still in office.
Oh, no, you
Look,
passed
all
that
right, it's
It
okay.
really didn't mean anything to me then because I wanted to be a veterinarian doctor.
But I ain't
Look,
even
and
know.
she's-
Yeah.
But I still would have went
you
to see
ain't
him.
alone.
But I still would have went to see Obama. But I ain't a fan of his. But hey,
But you went to Kenya. That's
Kenya?
That's,
Yeah,
I would love. How
that was a
that?
long, long flight and some.
it's like 20-something hours. Right?
Yeah, a little bit more than that. We took 2 planes to get where we had to go.
Ooh, how long was your layover? Do you remember how long the layover? I think that's like the worst part, right? Is the layovers.
The layovers wasn't that bad. It was pretty much on time. It really
Okay.
wasn't that bad. But I stayed 3 weeks out there.
Oh wow.
I got homesick maybe the second week. I wanted to go home.
And what did you study while you was there?
World Geography of Africa.
Okay, so give us some stuff.
So basically, my professor, she is from Kenya, and she pretty much just showed us around. We drove into the safari all day long. We spoke at the children's orphanage. We ate with them. We talked with them. They showed us around their village where they live, how they live. It was really nice. We've been to museums. We went to the university out there a few times, talked to professors, met the students. It was really nice.
Okay.
A lot of shopping, meeting new people, staying at different resorts, different nights. It was nice.
What about like the food?
The food? To me, it got a little tiring because I was eating the same thing every day.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was becoming like a little repetitive.
Is it still like that out there? Like watch that water.
Yes.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real. Like for real.
It was
Watch
pretty
that
much.
water.
I was drinking bottles of water every day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard that water nasty. Like you can get sick for real.
Like
Yeah.
almost like Mexico.
Nah, for real. You can get sick for real.
We talked about that. By me, my professor. She's like, you know what? Everything is just bottles and glasses. You're gonna drink out of. That's what I remember.
Bottles and glasses.
That's crazy.
Bottles and glasses just to be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah, it was really nice. We met her family. It was another professor out there from my university that was building his own nursing home. Yeah.
So this it seems like this has opened a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Where do you want to? But well, you did say you want to become mayor. Where else do you want to take this?
I actually want to move to DC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like another dream of mine. So before I thought about moving to DC, I was interested in joining the Peace Corps and teaching in another country. I also had the opportunity of that, and they're still very open to me coming. They call me all the time. They wanted me to teach English in China.
That's very interesting.
English in China.
Yeah, like,
It's a
No,
2
who
to
am
4
I
year
talking
program.
to? Let me shake your hand. Hold on.
that's the next mayor.
Power right there. Man, I want to be on your squad.
Right.
She said, look, I can teach English in China.
But
That's
I've
hot,
been
yo.
hesitating because that's a long distance.
That's hot.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is
That's a
very-
lifetime. Wow.
I don't know if I would have made it all the way in China.
Like, do you ever hear anybody say,
Wow.
I'm thinking about being part of the Peace
Right.
Corps? Like,
Right.
you
Or
just
I-
don't hear
yeah.
that.
Or I got offered to be a teacher in China.
Right.
I've been told about it when I was in college. They would always come to my school for job fair. And I would always come out. They were like, no, Unique, you're not ready yet. Come back. When you graduate, you have your degree, then you can join. And and after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. And I found
You
them.
look blessed. You got opportunity after opportunity. You got favor, girl.
Yes.
She's smiling too. She knows it's all on my mind.
Well, you see, I work really, really extremely hard. Like a lot of my girlfriends wanted to stay in the neighborhood. They wanted
ahead
to just
now.
chill and do anything. But my mom was just, nope, you getting up, you getting out of here, you're working. And my parents are really proud of me.
Thank God for that, Mom.
So
Definitely a
I
lot
knew
to be
I knew my
proud of,
worth at a
'cause-
young
yeah.
age, but I had to learn some things down the line, and I just learned a lot, especially throughout college. College taught me so much. Thank
Where'd
God
you
for
go to
William
college at?
Patterson. I went up North Jersey.
Okay.
I went to William Patterson.
You did say
I'm
William
also an
Patterson,
EOF graduate too.
Ooh.
So thank God for like a lot of my counselors. We would have like girls group. We would all come together and talk as young women and talk about things that we've been through and different situations.
You've
It
done
was
like
a good
20
time. It was a good
years
time.
worth of accomplishments.
It was a good
And-
time. It was a
I'm
good
from
time.
Madison, so I definitely am familiar with
Willie P. Yes, it's hard knocks. They taught me very hard academically.
Yeah,
Very
that is a
academically.
great
I
academic
feel like
school.
after leaving there, I can handle Princeton. That's how hard they burned me to the core.
She said she was burnt. They burnt me.
Yeah, I came out there. I crawled out of there.
So I have why autism? Do you have anyone close to you, or just why? Not that it's a
No, I never had anyone close to me. I thought it was very different and something unique. I want to try something else. Everybody else is doing like the same old. Oh, I'm working
Yeah.
at a firm. I'm doing this. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me try something unique and different.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and
unique
I
is your
loved
name,
it.
right?
Yes.
It's all in the
I
name.
loved it. It was really good. I had a good time with it.
So just touching off of what Mike had asked before about your 5 tips, because I did read that in your bio, and you invite people to discuss with you, like if they wanted to discuss.
Yes.
Is that open to schools? Like, could a principal call you, or individuals' parents? Could they reach out to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm pretty sure that there's still, that there's some parents that don't.
Other people that I teach with were always a big resource. We get parents all the time that talk to us about things and thank us all the time and give us hugs and everything. Like, they're really grateful. Some are, some not.
Yeah. How does everyone reach out to you? Everyone that's listening. If you need resources when it comes to autism, it is very important. It's a very sensitive topic. It's things that it's a knowledge and an awareness that needs to be put to the forefront more.
Right.
How do they reach out to you?
Pretty much social media.
Okay.
I have a Facebook. I have an Instagram, Unique 1922. With the 1922 is my sorority. That's the year my sorority was founded, Sigma Gamma Rho,
Right.
Spring 11. And I have a Facebook as well, Unique Jenkins, and they can always hit me up and inbox me from there.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a good one. Wait, I know I had another one. Oh yes, wait. This was a good question.
Okay.
When I thought about this question, I was like, oh, that's a good one. Sorry. So how important would you, for all the educators that are out there right now, how important is it for the school system to bring more training and awareness?
They need to educate themselves more. There's not enough research being done. A lot of teachers assume that, they just don't know it, just keep them there. But it could be other issues, other problems that they don't know about, and they're not educated on how to go about it. So I think working with the parents, that's a big deal, because I know a lot of teachers shut the parents out, and they just do what they want to do, and they do what they think is best for the child, and not listening to the parent. So I think that's another big issue.
Okay.
So what other tips do you have? Like, I know you said patience was one of the tips. What other 4 tips would you say as far as dealing with kids with autism?
I think communication and building a relationship. I think it's a lot of trust issues. A lot of kids don't trust a lot of other teachers because they see a lot of different people come and go. So you need to build a relationship And second, trust.
Consistency.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
trust.
Right.
Yeah,
They
and they
need
have
that.
to feel like you're not just there, just just a body.
And they can definitely feel it.
Yeah, they can.
feel
A
it.
lot of them. Half of them won't even listen to you.
Because they know that you really don't care for
Oh yeah,
them
they'll just walk
very
right
much.
away.
And they can feel your energy better than sometimes we can when it comes to adults and things like that.
Yeah,
Other
and a lot of them
people,
are really
they
loving. A
can-
lot of them will hug you, try to kiss you. A lot of them will try to talk your ears off. But a lot of them are really sweet. You have to just build a relationship with them because they know if you're just there just to sit
Just
there and
to
just
be
take up
there.
time. Yeah.
This is super, like, I'm learning more and more about autism and how it's affecting so many people more than I ever realized. So
Kind of
it's
epidemic.
definitely, I would love to learn
Oh,
more about dealing. I
okay.
don't have anyone in my life, but just having that knowledge, sometimes you even go out, just out eating sometimes, and you see, and you can sometimes you can tell, and it just would be nice sometimes if you see someone having a hard time, like, hey, try this, try
Right,
that,
right,
so I
right.
definitely would love to learn
Yes.
more. But you are doing great things.
Thank
you.
you.
This is very interesting. You hit so many different pieces, and some are like far left, far right. Like this,
Yes.
I'm still amazed by this Peace Corps thing.
But yeah, the V score, that's a big deal.
That's a big.
Some people go away for 4 years and then come back and start your whole life all over.
How, I know you said that's like down the future.
Mm-hmm.
How far down do you think you would make that type of decision?
Probably like another year or two.
Okay. After.
You sound like you really ready.
Yeah.
But you just juggling the emotion
yeah, I
and the
have
feeling
been
of
since
it.
last
Like,
year.
I can see it. You're like about a year or two. I'm ready to go. You ready to go now. But you got my family. You got other things. I see what you're juggling
And the
with just
homesick
by-
will be at a high most.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be living, fancy. I'm gonna be living somewhere in the slums. A little-
trenches.
yeah.
You be in the trenches. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to be. You got to mentally prepare yourself.
Yeah, you
for
have an
that.
assignment. You work each day. You do get paid. Yeah, you do get to go home and visit back and forth, but it's not as often
as
as you
often,
think.
right.
No, I'm not like in Texas somewhere. Like I hop on a plane or a bus
Yeah.
and be
You're
home
home.
for Thanksgiving.
Right. 24-hour plane ride.
yeah,
Hey, man.
Yes.
And how hard is it to get in touch with your family while you're over there?
hard.
It's very hard, right?
It'll. I mean, the communication like cell phones and emails and FaceTiming is good, but it's not like you're gonna actually see them and hey, give me a hug.
Right.
They're so far away. That's like me taking a job in Madagascar.
Wait, is it immature that every time I hear the word Madagascar, all I think about is the cartoon? Is that
No,
so immature?
it's not. It's normal.
Nah, they done brainwashed us.
Yeah, but the
That's what I
cartoon.
thought about.
Right, I
I always see the little line. I think his name was Leo.
Right.
Yeah.
He won't say
Oh, that shit went too far.
Yeah,
You know Leo, yeah, boy.
it's a nice experience. I mean, some people actually went already and said they liked it. They like it.
That's
Yeah.
super
Some
dope.
went at like right after college though.
Okay.
Yeah, like I would say like go right after school.
What advice would you give to any young ladies out there that may be thinking about going into pageants, or they may, because
I would
society
say-
makes you feel like you have to look a certain way.
I would say go for it. I actually started off modeling first before I did pageants.
Okay.
I was the one going to the top model auditions in New York, different agencies. Pageantry didn't come in until maybe 04, and then I just took it from there. So
How many lives have you lived?
So, is modeling just is it like a
it's more pictures, runway, spokesmodel stuff, commercials, print work, modeling work, photo shoots, a lot of other work.
that's
you
just,
can
but
do.
I mean, is that just something that you just wanted to do on the side?
No, I really want to do that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
I was super serious.
Okay, because I was just wondering, like, because you got so much going on, like,
Yeah.
but you still chose to model, like,
Yes, and then pageants took over. Once I started getting into the pageant scenery with what it was and and all the doors that can open up and the things that these girls were coming with.
so more
and the
doors open from
platforms.
the pageants.
Yes, I met so many different makeup artists, different sister queens, from pageant directors that know me, that say really good, wonderful things about me.
Sorry, guys.
I've met different companies, different businesses, sponsorships. I've met so many people, vendors.
So you would say pageant more than model?
I would say
in a sense,
pageants.
for the young girls that's trying to come, like, and want more opportunity.
I
and
would say
more
beauty
doors?
pageants
Beauty
instead of
pageants.
modeling. I would say
so-
modeling can come second, but I would say pageantry first because you can learn a lot about yourself with pageantry.
Wow.
Because the things that you're doing that you're going to learn about yourself, like, okay, what's your platform? What do you believe in? Why do you believe in it? Give a speech. So why do you want to do it? Okay, why do you feel like this? Because this happened to me when I was a kid. And this is the reason why I have a passion for it.
Wow.
And then you can like really start to really speak about how you feel, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I felt like that. Oh, I didn't know I could say that about myself. Oh, I didn't know I can do this. So it can really open up a lot of doors of, what you
Sound
feel.
like it bring a lot out of you too.
Yeah, it does. It will. It will.
Phew.
Some people have breast cancer survivors. Oh, I was, a breast cancer survivor, XYZ, and I was trying to get myself together, and I got into church, I got saved, and it just brought like a lot out of me. I appreciate my life. Like a lot of girls really bring out a lot. You'd be surprised.
It's good that you said that pageant, because a lot of people say model first. I've heard a lot of people say model first, but sometimes it's just a preference. But if you're learning more out of the pageant, you got to go where you're going to learn more to advance your career in that situation.
I've had pageant coaches and everything. Oh yeah, like I've had it all. Like I've had to stand up and talk, and I was nervous, and I was like a little bit younger then, so I was just like unsure. I'm like, what I should talk about? What I should say? Will this sound right? So I was like not insecure, but I was like unsure of a lot of things, how I should say it, when I should say it, how I should present it to the judges. So it was a lot.
I would definitely.
It kept me definitely
more.
very busy.
Yeah.
It kept me on a lot of positive track, not so much negative.
Because I could see how the model would be more on the negative because you're so focused on just your outer image. You can lose that inner image where the pageant will bring.
You don't have to be so naked
Yeah.
all the time to get someone's attention.
Would you ever see yourself kind of mentoring another young girl that's coming up?
Yeah, I've done some coaching with other girls.
You did? You have already?
Yeah, they won. they done it all.
I did that already.
Oh yeah, I've done that a few years ago. I wouldn't mind doing it again, but I'm always open to.
But I mean, if
open to
somebody
doing it.
approached you,
Yeah.
for hearing this show, like a young girl, and she said, "Hey, I just."
Yes, absolutely. I did. I was at Teen Summit a good 3 years ago at Camden County College, and I gave a speech to some of the young girls about pageantry and how I got started and how I got into it. It was like different seminars for the girls, like money-wise, budgeting-wise, healthy relationships for young girls in a little relationship.
Little puppy love.
Yeah. So like different seminars, and I spoke at different things like that about pageantry, and like it's been like a great. I thank God for it. I really do. I thank God every day that pageantry has opened up. Yeah.
So many doors.
Definitely, yes.
You would never really know. Like we watch pageants on TV and then we think, oh, you got your crown and then that's it. Because you don't really hear too much about the winner after. You don't see too much. You don't see.
They kind of vanish. They're gone. Yeah.
You don't get to
Miss
see what they get to
Congeniality is a
do.
good movie to watch if you want to look at pageantry.
I love that movie.
It's really good.
I ain't trying to change the subject, but I keep looking at your heels. How you walking them high heels?
You
like
know,
that?
I always didn't wear these. When I was younger, I used to come to modeling class with sneakers on, and I used to get in trouble for it. So I just started wearing heels. And I gradually went up and up and up and up.
I'm like, whoa, they high.
One of our secrets, it's the platform too.
Yeah.
As long as there's a good supportive platform, our stilettos.
And if they always can fit in the bag, wear some flats and sneakers because you gotta run.
I've seen a few females take a dive.
Like you know what?
You gotta have that good support system.
That happened to me on stage like 4 years ago. I'll never forget it. I was like,
On stage?
Yes. I think the music was playing. I had to like do a couple steps, walk here, there, my regular. And I had on the wrong shoes. I didn't have on my pageant shoes. I had on like a thicker heel. And my mom was up front with her phone or pad recording it like this. And
you was
I
on
remember,
camera too?
yes. And I remember I was like
America's
towards the
Funniest
back of the
Videos.
stage. And I remember I was like holding my hand like on my waist or whatever. And that was like a flop, flop. And I was like, okay, keep going. Keep going.
Like,
And I
like,
remember
I'm about to go
that
down.
some of the other women were like, oh. And I was like, you
Kevin
know
Hart,
what?
oh!
If y'all give me a crazy score, y'all give me a crazy score for this anyway. My other stuff weighs out the other.
I was just wondering. You ever seen other people take that dive too, or you was the only one?
I was only one that day. I was only one that day.
Pretty sure you've seen some dives.
Took a
Like,
lesson from me that day.
Yeah,
Watch
it was a learning lesson
That's how I
that
do.
day.
What other crazy thing has happened or have you seen in a pageant?
It was another time I was on stage. Oh man, and I had on these shoes. I learned so much about shoes in pageantry are so important. I had on the wrong shoes again. This was like still early on, like when I was like still high in the rise with it, and I had on these there was stones around it, and my dress kept getting caught. As I was walking, I think the judges noticed, and one did. She wrote on my report. After you're done, you get like a score of how you did, or how you can improve.
Or your feedback.
Yeah, I got my feedback, and she was like, "It looked like you was uncomfortable with your dress."
I was just trying not to fall.
I didn't tell her that. She came back my paper, and I just read what she wrote, and I was like, "Ugh, throw them shoes away." I wore those shoes one time and never wore them ever again.
I remember I had the worst pair of shoes I've ever had was David Bridal. It was a pair of bridesmaid shoes. When I say from the minute I put them on, it was just like, no, take them off. I've never. When you have a bad pair of shoes, they are a bad pair of shoes.
And people notice them.
Yeah.
But that judge definitely noticed. That judge definitely noticed.
They don't have no idea.
Oh, there were some times where I forgot to smile. One time on stage, she wrote a feedback on that. That was just a day.
All the things that you have to, was that the same day with the shoes?
Yes.
See, all of that.
Learning,
Smile right.
Smile all the time. Yeah, you're modeling, but you got to make sure smile is everything.
Why are you smiling so much?
Yeah, that's where I get it from. I think it was like 20 when this happened, and I just from then on I just smile all the time, and then I wear the correct shoes all the time.
Or have a good player flat
all the time. And don't get dressed in the bathroom where they have a dressing room for you. I did that one time too.
Wait, so they had a dressing room and then you just decided?
This was a couple years ago. This is when I was competing in White Plains, New York. This is my first time going away. And I rushed because I think I was up next. And I was. So I ran in the bathroom and I changed. I had my jewelry all spread out. And the director's like, she was like, Unique, what are you doing? We got to change the room in the back. I was like, okay.
I was going to assume.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on now. Leave my stuff here. I'm going to come back for it. And I went right on stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's like that. And then came off and got my stuff. And then it was a whole weekend Finanza.
How quick? Are you good with the quick change in between?
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way too.
Wait, what do you mean you had to learn the hard way?
Late. They're calling my name. I'm still in the back getting dressed.
What's the time? Is it like 30 seconds?
Sometimes you do.
Because you say you late.
Sometimes you, that's why I've learned.
It's a point system,
be early on time. They're calling a contestant number 56. Oh, where's Unique? She's still in the back.
I want to know more about the point system in this thing, though. Like,
you do get points deducted. Depends on who the judges are. Some are very.
but is it for like everything in the appearance?
Everything. Smile, poise, personality, best hair, best smile, your walk, your talk, your presentation.
Wow, so you really got to work on it.
Yes, everything. Every little thing counts.
Sheesh. All
Right, yeah.
I was curious to know, because they just be sitting there deducting.
I even had a judge told me I needed some more hairpins in my hair.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I never forget that. She wrote it on my feedback.
On her head. Hold up.
What?
I need some more pins.
Like, did they see something move? Did they see a crown shift?
She was at the very front of the table, like at the very front of the table. I'm already in the front, already doing my turns and modeling and doing my thing. And that's when she was like, "Oh, you should have some more pins in your hair. Oh, your boobies are a little out too much, a little big."
Hold up, you get judged for that too?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's part of the personality, that's the poise of it and the classiness of it.
I can't go up there like a stripper.
It's too much. No, that's a little too out.
Before any pageant, I go on the website and I look at what they judge on. I see the criteria immediately. Forget everything else. I'm looking at the criteria because it's points.
Wow.
How does it make you feel seeing like our recent 3 winners of all our melanin beauties? We have our Miss Teen USA, Miss America.
Yes. Miss USA as
Miss
well.
USA.
Yeah.
And the one young lady who won with her natural curls.
Actually, the Miss USA from maybe like a good 3 years ago was actually Deshauna Barber is actually my sorority sister.
Oh, wow.
So I was very happy when she won because it was women of color. I don't know. She doesn't be light skinned. I don't care. She needs to be of color, brown skin, because they look as brown skin dark women as ugly. Yeah. And that's an issue for me.
We was just talking about
that
with
insane.
Princess Purpose.
Right. How do you think women of color are ugly or disgusting? People think black is evil, black is I'm scared, and it shouldn't be. But some people are really raised and taught that. You have to be taught. So you have to be taught that.
That's learned behavior.
You have to be
Definitely
taught
learned
that.
behavior.
Nobody's born. Oh, I hate you.
Yeah. So when I saw the 3, I was like, this.
Yeah.
Because if you think about pageants, at least 20 years ago.
Yes, I actually went to Miss America a couple of years ago. Actually, when Georgia won, and I actually left pretty early, and because it was like different color women, but they didn't even make top 10.
Wow.
So it was good to see somebody of color win this time.
You definitely out here killing it.
Yeah.
I'm just meeting you.
Thank
out
you.
here killing it already.
So what's next for you? Like what do you see yourself in the next, let's say, 5 years? What do you see yourself?
Oh, hopefully working in
China.
DC.
Oh.
Either the
In
Peace
China,
Corps in
You wanna take the
DC.
DC.
I'm gonna say DC first.
You want to take DC first?
Yeah.
Oh, she like, look, I can live. I'm going to go China later.
Hopefully DC first is working in government and doing my thing.
So that's really what you want.
Yes, that's
So
really.
that's what I was
go.
asking too. You'll choose DC over everything else that's happening right now? Like,
Yes.
Period.
Yep.
Drop-
Absolutely.
So if you had to drop everything, it's DC.
Yep.
We need
And you
it.
serious about
Yes.
We need it.
It'll
Like,
be
yes,
DC in
you
a minute.
ain't
It's like
lying.
bye.
It's DC.
Yeah, they're working for the Democrat House. Hey, waving.
Wow. So that was what you pretty much was asking, right?
Yeah.
What do you choose right now?
DC, because
DC.
I'm actually trying to pursue my master's degree in public policy.
Okay.
So it kind of goes hand in hand. It's like, you should be in a big rural area where they're making changes to different policies, so you can either write them or be a part of them.
Right.
So that's pretty much the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah.
We definitely
I'm going to
need-
see you in DC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we going to need you.
Yeah. I
Don't
back in
forget
my
what-
bag soon.
Voice of reason.
Yes. Yes. I had such a wonderful time with you guys.
Bring
This
us
was
up
very
in there.
nice. Yes.
So it was a great show. I can't believe it's been 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it went
Yeah.
by fast.
That was a great show.
definitely
It's a
went
nice
by
show. You got any more questions?
Nope.
Come on, Dan.
No,
you got one last-
I'm good.
One
I'm
more?
good.
Yeah.
She's
Any
just
more?
so pretty.
You smiling away too. Make sure you smile like that when we take these pictures.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just know. I smile extremely hard. Yeah.
Yeah, because that smile is glowing.
Yeah. You're on there for the stage for a certain amount of hours, and they're taking pictures, and you just. No, it's just not.
you ever
Like
just
you
go
think
home?
like somebody didn't win what she wanted to win. We see like she didn't win that first place.
You ever just go home and just be like, don't talk to me.
Yeah,
don't
like I
make me
got what I
laugh.
want. I just got this, mom, and I'm not competing for that system no more. That system corny.
So social media sites, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so Unique 1922. That's my Instagram, and my Facebook is Unique Jenkins. So and you'll see my picture and everything.
Yes, we are friends now.
Yes, thank you guys. I had a wonderful time. I did this
Thank you for
again.
coming
Yeah,
out
thank
you.
here. We're
Yeah.
gonna.
Coming in. Matter of fact, thank you for reaching out. 'Cause you
Yes,
reached out to Mike.
I did reach out to
You reached
Mike.
out to Mike, and then Mike said, "Hey, what do you want to do?" I said, "Stop asking me."
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean, like,
Give you confirmation.
Yeah, but he did the respectful thing. I was like, "Stop asking me. If you trust her, bring her in."
Right.
And I heard y'all was reaching back and forth. And,
Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna do some little appearances here and there. Maybe at some baseball stadiums, throwing the first pitch,
Ah,
do
yeah,
other
keep
couple
us
things.
updated.
Yeah.
Let us know we come out
so
there.
yeah, I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah,
Definitely.
That sounds good. Don't let this be the first time we hear from you.
No, I'll come back
Yes.
again.
And especially when that DC moves happen, we
Don't
definitely.
forget
Yeah.
about the little people.
No.
Yeah, don't get too big for your britches now,
No.
DC.
Never forget. Never
And when,
forget.
and when your mayor campaign starts, definitely we'll bring you on so you.
Yeah, I'm
can,
gonna
promote
need
your
somebody on my
campaign.
campaign because
Yes.
it'll be
Right.
just me holding up a sign.
Now, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of support. A lot of support. You got more support than you know because of all the seeds you planted.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Thank you.
So
Thank
God
you.
bless. But we're about to get out of here, man. I'm your host, Pastor P.
It's your boy Mike J.
And it's Lily, guys.